All right, what is going on, y'all? It should be showing me. Okay. So, yeah, in this live, I didn't really get a chance to really prepare for it. Kind of came up with this at the last second, but I just want to have a discussion with y'all with some 2020 Black Friday deals. So, can y'all, first of all, let me know in the chat if you can hear me, because I just put OBS on this new iMac and I just want to make sure everything is working correctly. So, give me a thumbs up or just let me know in the chat that you're able to hear me. I'll put it in the ask in the chat as well. Okay, cool. So, what's up, Craig? What up, E Junior? All right, that's part of it, and other part is I got to get the DAW working with OBS again. It took me so long to set up OBS previously, so now I kind of got to do it again. But E Junior, Craig, like what are some y'all tell me what are some deals that y'all saw so far that y'all think are really good? And I've got some links up here, of course, from like Waves, Isotope. I got a list wrote down here for us to kind of go through. Mcdsp. I forgot Mcdsp. I'm pull that up here as well. All right. And what else I got listed here? Oh, Sound Toys too. Okay. Okay, I'm going and flip over to my browser here and we'll see if we can get through all these I got on the list here. Oh, Loop Cloud as well. So I think let's go ahead and start with Sound Toys, which they pretty consistently do a Black Friday sale. See if I can find this Loop Cloud page here that has their offer. Might be a search this way. Okay. Yep, there we go. All right, I'm going to flip over to my browser. Yeah, Crazy say Waves. Yeah, we'll get to Waves. They're I don't know if it's even really considered a Black Friday for them. Their stuff is on sale year round. Melissa, I'm gonna switch to the browser here. So this is Sound Toys Black Friday sale. They've got their bundle at $229, which three something from my bundle. I got mine from Sweetwater during Gear Fest one year. But I feel like I know it's at least 50% off each year. They did a little bit more than 50 this year at 229. Oh, anybody watching now? Does anybody have the Sound Toys bundle? Sound Toys is one of those. I have the whole bundle. I don't use everything in the bundle, but for the price which you can get it for, it's like you may as well get the bundle because by the time you start to get individual plugins at like $50 each, then you may as well just get the bundle. Did you say Reason Studio? Oh. Huh. Okay. Reason Studio Standard and Suite is 30% off. I wonder is that I'm finna check that now. I wonder is that upgrades as well. That's what propeller head. Because for the right price, I would upgrade my Reason. I think I have Reason 4, and I haven't used it in forever, but I would certainly upgrade. By now, too. Okay. And I think Reason has a couple different versions now as well. Yeah, there's a lot of different versions here. Upgrade, okay. There is a... Okay, so we got a special on the upgrade price, $90. That's not bad. 'Cause I think it's, yeah, $129 is what it's always been. All right, good looking, E Junior. I may have to get this. I'm gonna have to remember this. Is there? You know how long the sale is going on for? Let me see if it'll mention it. Black Friday deal. Sweetwater's pretty good at mentioning when something's gonna end. Let's see. Man, this is a lot. Yeah, here we go. No, this the okay. Okay, 9 days left. Ends the end of the month. Okay. So yeah, I may have to go ahead and jump on that and see what else y'all saying. Steven, you say if you don't already have sound toys, check for upgrades because you can. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've never had to. I mean, I just upgrade my bundle each time they update it. Craig, you just have Echo Boy. Yeah, definitely check out. Let's go back to Sound Toys. I can give you my opinion on what I use from their bundle. Where is? Okay. Okay, there we go. And I thought the effects rack is pretty cool. When they came out with the effects rack, I was like, I don't know if I'll use this, but I've used it a little bit. But it just basically lets you put all the Sound Toys plugins into a rack and chain them together that way. But Echo Boy, of course, I feel like that's the best delay out there still, just with as versatile as it is. Decapitator is really good. That's saturation is one of the first saturation plugins that I used a lot. I haven't used Decapitator in a while, just because I got so many other saturation plugins now. Little Ultra Boy is really cool. You can do a lot of you can like pitch things down, and it has what's it got? Transpose, robot, and I forgot what the third option is there. But Little Ultra Boy is pretty cool. Little Plate, that's a great sounding, very easy to use plate reverb. Just has a few controls on it. And Crystallizer, I don't use that one. It says pitch shifting, granular, reverse echo. I gotta really be trying to do something weird and unique if I'm using Crystallizer. Filter Freak, don't really use that either. Phase Mistress, don't use that. Pan Man, I use that a little bit, although a lot of times I will just take the time to just draw in automation with the panning that I want to get it exactly the way I want it. But if I just want something to move from left to right, maybe do some other stuff, Pan Man is pretty good for that. Radiator, I like that. I like that on bass and synths. Just add some saturation. Micro Shift is another cool one. On like vocals or background vocals, you can get some unique effects. Devil Oak Deluxe, used to use that on drum buzz. I haven't used that one in a while. Primal Tap, that's a delay, and I don't really use that. It's I don't know. It was kind of hard for me to get a grasp on that one to be able to dial it in pretty quickly and use it. So if I do grab that, I've really have exhausted the other delay plugins that I have. Tremolator, I don't use that. CQ, it's a pretty cool EQ plugin. I like the high end on it, and it also has its own separate saturation knob on that. Oh, we got more. Echo Boy Jr. I've been using Echo Boy Jr. more than Echo Boy for a while now, just because I can dial it in quicker. If I really need more features and options, and I'll grab the Echo Boy. Okay, and then you got the like baby version, Devil Oak, which I think they gave away for free at one time. Primal Tap, Little Radiator. I think those three they gave away for free when they first came out. Little Micro Shift, yeah. But yeah, Sound Toys make some really cool stuff. This is what y'all saying here. Where did I leave off at? Steven said you upgraded from 4 plugins to the full deal. That's a good deal, definitely. November 30th. Okay, yeah. Radiator is great too. Yeah, I like Radiator. Ableton Live 20% off. Okay. I haven't got into Ableton. So PreSonus gives you Ableton Live Lite now with that Studio Magic bundle. So I've downloaded it and I've been trying to get into it, just messing with it, but Live is probably the hardest DAW I've ever tried to use. Just like nothing is just where I would expect it to be. Like when I first started learning Studio One, like things were in places where I thought that they would be, and it was just easy to grasp. But Live it's been tough. I hadn't even been able to get sound out of Live. I hooked my MIDI keyboard up to it. I can preview sounds, but then when I start to like try to build a track and hit record and play, I don't get any sounds out. And I just haven't taken the time to go back and really mess with it and learn it. Like I'm gonna have to find a Ableton Live 101 video or something, just completely basic, because I can't even get up and going with it. But I want to learn it a little more. Steve said Devil Oak is cool on percussion. Yeah, that's where I was using it a lot, was drum bus in parallel. So yeah, it's definitely cool for that. And like talking about it now, I'll probably start using it again, just because I haven't used it in a while. Let's see what else we got. So let's go back to this Reason for a second. So the upgrade is 90. Reasons, okay. I can't see what that cross through price is. $3.99. Okay. I thought Reason was less than that, or is this I guess a bigger bundle? I really haven't been keeping up with Reason. Okay, it just says Reason 11. So what is... Okay, intro, suite. So I guess obviously you get more with the suite. 16 extra devices. That's a lot. It's a lot of devices. I'm saying 74 devices total. Standalone. Okay, so anybody... E Juniors, you brought up Reason. Do you know the difference between this suite? I mean, I'm guessing it just comes with more instruments and stuff. Between the 11 suite and just the regular Reason 11. If they're like what the main difference is on that, if you know. He said, try it on Shaker. It's the Devil Oak. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. E Junior said Live versus Reason. What I think has a harder learning. I had no problems learning Reason when I was using Reason 4, but I will say Reason 4, when I was using Reason, it didn't have the DAW built into it. So I've never used the, what is it called, Record. I've never used their DAW. But as far as just learning Reason, and I have Reason, what do I have right now? Reason Lite? Reason, I think I have Reason Lite. Let me see it on here. But with, I don't know if y'all remember a video I did a couple months ago where I bought Isotope Iris and I got Reason Lite, or I can't remember what it's called. But it's like a light version of Reason I got for free. But even, come back to Reason after all that time, it hasn't really changed. I guess it's just got more instruments and more sounds, I guess. But Yeah, for $90, I'm probably gonna pick this up to upgrade mine and play with it. I have to remember what my login is since I haven't used it in so long, but um, definitely I would probably, without even using Reason DAW, I'd probably say Live has a harder learning curve just from what I've experienced with Live so far. Because this isn't my first time messing around with Live. I don't know, I bought an interface or something I bought came with Ableton Live, and I tried to mess with it then and couldn't really do much with it. So, yeah, no, my thoughts on that is definitely going to be that yeah, live is just harder than anything I've picked up. Always looking for a good deal. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're going to go through these deals. Let me see. Sound Toys, Reason. I've got up here Isotope. Isotope has some good stuff going on that I'm close to pulling the trigger on here. They've got a bundle where I can get Nectar, Ozone. Let me see. I can get Ozone Advanced, Nectar, and Neutron for like 150. So I might do that because I really like the Nectar Elements. So let's click on this Black Friday deals. Actually, before we do that, let's take a step back. If y'all didn't catch the memo, Vinyl has been updated now, which I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a little too late for it because there's a lot of other plugins I use that does what Vinyl used to do. Because the old Vinyl was a 32-bit plugin, so it stopped working after you upgraded your OS so far. But with this new Vinyl update, click on that real quick, which I've installed it and went ahead and got it. But I don't know why this took so long for them to come out with it. And Vinyl's always been free, so this is free as well. But just a quick look. It looks nice, but this is the new updated Vinyl, which for a while was the way that I was doing the tape stop effect in Studio One. I would just automate this to stop before they added it in there. Even with the Studio One adding the tape stop, I still use what do I use? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Shaper Box has a nice tape stop, and it's something else. Oh, Soft Tube tape as well. And just automate that to stop where I want it to. I got to mess around more with the one the Studio One has built in because it felt like it takes a little setting up to do. It just wasn't as quick as easy as I really wanted it to be. But yeah, definitely go check out Vinyl here. Free download from Isotope. Again, I don't know why this took so long for them to come out with this because my previous version of Vinyl stopped working. It feels like a few years ago. But yeah, let's look at some of their Black Friday deals. I think they got the Elements suite on sale. Let's see. Is it all the way down? Okay, yeah, here we go. The Elements, which I have not used. Neutron Elements I like a lot. And that comes within the Studio Magic bundle with PreSonus as well. I've been using this, especially the EQ. I like the way the EQ works on here and sounds. The compressor on here is okay to me. I can get away with it sometimes, but I definitely like to use the EQ on here and get things started with some surgical EQ with this. So for $29, this is really great. I think this is the third version of it. And with the Studio Magic bundle, I think you get version 1 or it might even be version 2, something like that. But I didn't even realize that this one was an update to the one that you can get through PreSonus. But yeah, definitely. And this one does have the track assist feature if you're into that. I'm still kind of getting used to that, having a plug-in kind of tell me what my EQ and compression should be. But I haven't used any of these other elements. Ozone. I think I have Ozone Elements. I think I got free somewhere. I haven't even used it. RX Elements. I've got RX8. Nectar Elements. Haven't used that one either. But because the Neutron Elements is so good, that's why I've really been looking at getting the full version of Neutron, because I really like the Neutron Elements. And also, I didn't mean to click into that, but I also kind of feel like, do I really need the full version of Neutron, because I can do so much with just the elements as well. Holiday bundle. Let's see, 49. So what'd you get here? RX Elements, Neutron Elements, Trash 2, Ozone Elements, Nectar Elements, Iris 2. That's a good deal for $50. Iris 2 is pretty cool. I don't know what Trash is. I'm assuming it's a distortion type plug-in, but yeah, that's a good deal there too. Music production suite. Okay, so I think this is like their flagship suite here. Okay, so that's half off. And this is a lot. It's my only issue with like bundles like this is a lot of times it's good for the price, but I just know I'm not going to use everything in the bundle, which makes me hesitate. I think Insight is like a metering plugin. R4, I don't know what that is. Stutter Edit is cool, but it's what's the word? It can be complicated. It's not something that. And honestly, I was given Stutter Edit 2 to review, and I just couldn't review it because in order for me to review it, I felt like I needed to really learn it to review it, and I just couldn't really learn it. It's Stutter Edit 2 it's cool, but it's a lot. It's a lot going on there. Neoverb is dope. Okay, you got your Neutron 3, Nimbus, I don't know what that is. Vocal synth, tonal balance, Nectar, RX8, Ozone. Yeah, it's pretty much everything they make, I imagine. Okay, yeah, that's the most expensive on here. That's got to be like their flagship bundle. Let's see what y'all talking about. Remember I leave off. I used it with a push. Okay, E. June, you say used it with a push. Let's put controller. Okay. See, I don't know if I'm willing to go buy a push just to learn live. So, Desiree, what's up? Plug-in boutique, isotope, stutter edit, and scalar for $99. That's a good. I think I'm trying to remember how much scalar is on its own. That's a good deal for those two together. But definitely, if you're looking at stutter edit, I'll really say demo it and try it out first, because I couldn't. It does some really cool stuff, but it's like I said, it can get complicated quick. I would like to see them do maybe like a stutter edit light, just something with less controls, less features, and just something a little more simpler. Desiree, speaking of plugin boutique, let's go on over there. Let me see if I have them up. It's Loop Cloud. Let's click off this Sweetwater page, and Plugin Boutique is another one. Those just have sales all year round, and I think they have sales on stuff that you can get. That's like exclusive sales. That's only a price through them as well. I think, let's see, Black Friday gift set. Let's see what this is. Okay, so these are plugins that if you buy one thing, okay, free with any purchase, choose one. Let's see what they got. Eventide Quadravox. I do not know what that is. D16 joint, don't know what that is. Okay, Reason Like Rag. This is what I got for free with a purchase a few months ago. And Mastering the Mix. I don't know what that is. But hey, they're free. Reason Rack Lite. So I wonder, because I have Reason Rack Lite, I wonder if I can upgrade to Reason for even less. I'll have to look into that. But even if not, that $90 price is cheaper than what it's ever been. Because I haven't really seen them put upgrades on a sale, I don't believe. Let's see. Now we just saw this for $4.99 on Isotopes. Oh, starting at, what is this? Starting at $199. We just saw it for $4.99. Okay, $4.99. Oh, different upgrade paths. Okay. I was about to say. Let's say if that was $199 for that bundle, y'all would have seen me purchase that right now. Is it Sound Toys again? Okay. There's a lot of some of the same sales we've been seeing. Smart Comp. I've been wanting to check out Sonable's stuff. So $49.99. Let's see. This is their compressor that's got artificial intelligence built in. It's like I know they've got the EQ, and I think they do a reverb as well. That's a good price for that. I think this is the cheapest I've seen this. Arturia V7 collection, $250. Okay, current deals. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here for Melodyne. Essential is $50. Assistant, $148. I thought Assistant was okay. Well, I guess it goes Essential. Oh, Melodyne has so many versions now that it's getting kind of crazy. Okay, it's an upgrade. Assistant, Black Friday offer. And Essential is 50. That's 50 off, 40 off. Okay. See if anything. Here's one I've been wanting to check out is the Echo Cat. I don't know. I've been getting a lot of delay plugins, and not really I need any more delay plugins. I've just been kind of getting tired of using the same ones, like Waves H Delay and Echo Boy. Like I grab those quick. It's sometimes just want to use something else. So I don't know. 39. That's not bad. I may check that out. Let's see if anything else on this homepage here. Okay, yeah, cycle through some stuff here. Okay, Chords for $9. That's a good one. Chords is pretty cool. Okay. Arturia. Everybody's telling you not to get Big Sur. Smart Comp. Okay. Drum. Okay. New Melodyne 5. I will say something I'm going to grab that's I don't see listed here is Serato Sample is, I think it's 50% off. Should be like, yeah, 49. I think this is through December 6th, I think. So I'm going to definitely pick this up soon. So, okay, yeah, and then you get free. So I already have the Reason Light. I'll probably grab that Quadravox and see what that's talking about. That looks I'll research those other ones. That drum machine really doesn't look interesting to me. And that Animate Master Your Mix, I'm not sure what that is. So I'll look that up. Let's plug in Batik. Let's close that and let's go to, I know someone mentioned Waves. We can go ahead and hop over to Waves. We got Waves up here. So they've been doing weekly deals. We're on week 3 right now. And obviously it'll be a huge sale come Black Friday for them. Let's see. Okay, then we got 30% off second, 40% off third, 50% off the fourth one. Bundles from 59. Let's just start with $29.99 and see what they got. I always tell people, if you're looking to get Waves plugins, just wait till they go down to $29.99. It's going to get there eventually. Let's see. So while we're going through this, y'all let me know in the chat what some of y'all favorite Waves plugins that y'all are using. Let's see what we got here. CLA vocals, I've not used that. I don't know, the whole artist series, signature series, or what they're calling it, I really don't fool with any of that. I have some of them that I've either gotten for free or just for crazy price. I really don't use them. Waves tune. I thought this was 29. Let's filter this to see the 29 ones. Oh, we got some under 25. Okay, de-esser, sound shifter, CLA vocals, grand piano. I've been waiting for this to go down to 29. I'm gonna have to pick this up. L1, codecs, CLA bass effects, bass slapper, low air. I don't really see anything impressive on that page. Let's see what we got here. Kind of wonder how good this convolution reverb is here. Not impressed yet. Not impressed yet. Nope. Let's go to the next page. Okay. Well, you got the CLA 76, which everybody has, but I don't know. For $29, I like to see what the bundle is. You may as well get the bundle with the LA2A and LA3A. Okay, J337 tape for $29. That's a cool one. F6 for $29. If you don't have that, I'd highly recommend that. I use the Mcdsp Dynamic EQ for a while, and then after I got this, I have never opened that Mcdsp Dynamic EQ again. This one, I found it easier to use. From doing surgical EQ, I do sidechain with it as well. Like if you're familiar with sidechain compression, where when the kick drum hits, you can duck the bass with the compressor. I use this a lot now because instead of ducking the whole bass with the F6, I can just duck a certain frequency, which I normally set it to like a low shelf at maybe like 120 hertz or something, and then just duck that frequency when the kick drum hits, and it works really well. Renaissance bass, that's a good one. Okay, we're getting into some good ones here now. S1, that's good. Smack Attack, which is probably one of my top 5 used Waves plugins. Smack Attack is the best transient shaper that I've used. And I've got I got a transient shaper from Metric Halo. I've got the one from Softtube. I've got the one from SPL. And I've got the one from Sonox. But this one, Smack Attack, I use this the first one I go to, and it works every time. I've never had to use any of those other transient designers. Abbey Road vinyl. I upgraded to the Abbey Road package last month, so I'm just getting familiar with these plugins. I haven't really messed with the vinyl yet. Bass Rider, got that. D-Breath, I picked that up. I think it's like $23 or something when I picked it up. I haven't used it yet, but it might come in handy. Submarine, I think a lot of people sleep on this one, but Submarine will add some lows to that sub bass, 808 bass. MV2, I just picked that one up last week, actually. Let's see what y'all are saying. Andrew Sheps on each channel. Yeah, everybody's saying the Sheps. I love the Sheps. That channel strip and the CLA Mix Hub is the two like channel strips I'll go to with Waves. But the Sheps does so much. You've got a 2-band de-esser on there. You got your EQ, of course, the built-in saturation, gate. You can do everything with that channel strip. And that's really the channel strip I use a lot of times when I'm editing podcasts, because it's just one channel strip I can put on and do everything I need to it. So my podcast, the Faders Up podcast, I got another podcast that I edit, the Cashmere Thoughts podcast, and both of those I use the Sheps Omni channel. That, and follow that with some a little bit of Vocal Rider, and that's pretty much all the processing I generally have to do when I'm as far as like EQ compression wise when I'm editing a podcast with those two. See this next page. PAZ Analyzer. I haven't used that one in a while, but I've got it. Flow Motion. I think Wave's virtual instruments are underrated. Flow Motion, I really like that one. There's some cool sounds in there. You can do some cool stuff with it. HEQ, I use that for mastering. It's a good one at 29. H-Comp, love H-Comp. It's great on drum bus. Q10, I don't really use that. I kind of feel like a 10 band EQ is a little bit overkill. That's a lot of bands. Berserk, they gave this away for free a few years ago. I haven't really messed with it too much. True Verb, let's see what we got here. I recently got the one knob brighter. I haven't really fooled with that. Cobalt Saphira's kind of cool. It works for me sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Typically worth a try. VEQ. I had VComp for the longest, and I recently upgraded to the VEQ 3 and 4, and I really love those EQs. I'm kind of mad that I didn't have them earlier. Like I'm just getting on them. They've been out for a while because I don't know. I've always felt like I didn't really need them with the Shep 73 EQ that I use a lot, but I don't know. I haven't really compared them too much. I mean, I'll still use the Shep 73 EQ, but recently I've been really liking these VEQs. Piano Centric. I just got that a little while ago. That's pretty cool. King's microphone, I don't even know why this is even a plug-in. I don't know. I have it now because it came in that Abbey Roads bundle, but I don't know. I guess as an effect, it could be kind of cool, but it's also an effect that, from what I could tell, I could get with an EQ. So I don't know. I got to read up on this one. I really don't understand this one. One knob fatter. I like that. Really good for adding some quick low end stuff. One knob wetter is a great one. I use that when I'm tracking. This is my tracking reverb when the singer's like, oh, they ask them, do they want some reverb? And they say, yeah. I throw that one knob wetter on, turn it up a little bit, and I've got a great sound really quickly. Doppler's cool too if you do sound design. Super Tap is cool too. Let's see. All right, we're still in the okay. Running out of $29 here. One knob louder. Q clone. I gotta mess with Q clone some more. It's cool that it can copy the curve of an analog EQ, but I don't know. Copying the curve of an analog EQ and actually getting the sound of an analog EQ is two very different things to me. So I got to mess around with this one some more, but I do have it. VQ3, Eddie Kramer. Let's see. Okay, we're looking at the $35 ones now, and it's like Waves plugins. Once we go over $29, I stop looking because it's like whatever I'm looking for or wanting, it's gonna go down to 29 eventually. It's just you just got to play a waiting game. Let's take a look at their bundles. I may have to go back to the main page for that. Let's see. Bundles. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, this JJP's a good one for 60. Okay. I thought there was one more plugin in this bundle. We got the Pool Tech, the Fairchild. I mean, at 29 each, you're still at 59. So that's about as low as that'll go. So that's a good one. So that V series, so this should be the V3, V4, and V comp. Yeah, all for 60. So that brings that down to $20 a plug in for that bundle. H series for 70. That should be H comp, HEQ, and H verb. Oh, and H delay. Okay, so you get those four for 70. And I'll say, if y'all don't know, if you log into your Waves account, you can look at your upgrade. So like for that H series, if you already have like H delay and H comp, you don't have to buy the whole bundle to get all four plugins if you already own two. Just see what their upgrade price is for you. I'm looking for There we go. Musicians 279. This is one of my favorite bundles. This is actually the first Waves plugins I ever bought was this bundle. And I still use most of this today. 79 feels a little high to me. I think that I've seen it before for like 59. Let's see, doubler, X. But really, this Renaissance compressor, Renaissance EQ, RVox, I use that when I'm doing like rough mixes to get something really quick. But man, this Renaissance compressor, Renaissance EQ, I've mixed whole albums with those two before. And I prefer, I mean, of course, this is your preference, but these are the 6 that comes in Musicians Bundle 2. See, Super Tap Delay. I think let's see what it is. Musicians Bundle 1 comes with something. Where did I see it at? I thought I saw it on, there it is. This is less plugins. Oh no, there's no way I would not get this bundle. What? There's no, you don't get the Renaissance EQ, you don't get the Renaissance compressor, which to me are the 2 best plugins in the bundle. It's still the same. No, is this this is 69. I think the other one was 79. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this. Okay, yeah, the metal flanger. Like I would swap this out for, whatever you get in the bundle, in the Musicians 2 bundle any day. So, yeah, that's not the one I would recommend. But definitely this I think it's Power Pack. I forgot what's in this. Yeah, I'd still go with the Musicians Bundle too. Yeah. So, but that Renaissance compressor EQ, that's another one that just everyone has. But yeah, I would watch this one. I wouldn't pay 79 for it. I think you can get that for cheaper. API collection. How much is might be on the next page, the Studio Classics. Okay, so there's the CLA Classics, 89. That comes down to what, 30 a plug-in for that? Where's the Studio Classics? Studio Classics 200. So if you're not familiar with the Studio Classic, that's the one's got the API, I think the V series. Yeah, API, V series, and SSL all in the same bundle. And let me see. Abbey Road's a popular one too. What is the bundle I'm thinking of right now? Oh, not the bundle. I'm thinking of I didn't see it. Let's see what the Mix Hub is right now. Well, you got to put CLA in front of it. Mix Hub 50. Yeah, so I grabbed this for 29 not too long ago. So I'm not a fan of the whole bucket thing on here, but this sounds really good. And it really feels like a refresh to the SSL series, because the SSL Wave series was feeling outdated. Let's see what y'all talking about. Steven, you say considering hardware upgrade, ADAT expander for more input. Okay. Do you know if the Presonus Quantum 2626 can be used as an ADAT expander? Alternatives are the Claired Octopre. Yeah, let's take a look at those. The 2626, I'm gonna have to look at the back of it because I have one, but I can't remember what the back of it. I can't remember if it's ADAT in and out. So let's take a quick look at that. Actually, probably easier for me to go to Sweetwater. Okay. Okay, so you do have ADAT in and out. But so is there Steven, is there a reason that you're looking at this versus the what's it called? Uh, the PreSonus, because PreSonus makes an 8-channel, 8-at let me see. I can't think of the name of it. It's Digi something. Digi. I'll know it when I see it. If I'm not mistaken, it might be the same price as the Quantum 2626. Oh, where is it? Golly. Okay. PreSonus Pre. Or man, where is it? Did they discontinue it? Okay. Well, let's go back to PreSonus then. Is it under interfaces? It would either be under interfaces or not mixing system. I'm just looking around before I click on interfaces. Let's go to preamps. Nah, that ain't it. Because it's technically not considered an interface, I wouldn't think, but let's... What? Oh. Okay. No. They may have... I guess they discontinued it. Discontinued products. Let's see what we got. Here it is, Digimax DP88. That's what I was thinking of. They discontinued it. Okay, well, I mean, this was built for that exact thing. So, okay, well, I guess that's why you're looking at the Quantum instead. So, what, Stephen, what interface are you using now? Did you say? E Junior, you say, did I ever get PreSonus Fear? How's it been using it so far? Also, have you used the Atom SQ? Okay. Wait a minute, Steven, you say if the would work, it seems like better than the value. That's okay. Yeah, Steven, let me know what interface you're using now before I make some other comments of what I'm thinking you can do. But E Junior, the swish this on me for a second. So you say, let me start. Okay, the first part. Did I ever get PreSonus Fear? I got it the first day. I got it the day they announced it, and the reason I got it is because I think it was $149. I was prepared to pay $149 to upgrade to Studio 1.5 anyway, so I felt like paying $160 or whatever. It was like $15 more to get Sphere. I feel like that was a no-brainer. So I got it, and I've been happy with it so far because, like they said, I'm going to say that they promised it, but PreSonus said that they would be rolling out new content for Sphere users, and they've absolutely been doing that. Let me see. So Sphere's been out since what, July, August, I think. I can't even think of all the name of the. They had the most recently they had the Silence of the Jams, which is kind of like a Halloween themed kit for Impact that they did. That was kind of cool. Speaker Freaker is really nice that they came out with. The drum kits in there are really good. Before that, it was Deep Flight 1 for Presence. That was cool. I think those are the three that they came out with, I think, so far. But once a month, they've been coming out with new content. So they're definitely adding value to it. I haven't watched all the video content and stuff that's available for Sphere, but I do think Sphere is a good deal. But I will say that when you look at it, like money wise, you're still getting a lot with Sphere, but kind of the way I think of it too is I'm paying 160 a year for Sphere, and then come next year I'll re-up it, paying another 160. Whereas if I paid 150 to upgrade Studio One 5, I'm not going to pay that 150 again next year. I mean, unless Studio One 6 comes out, which highly doubt that comes out next year. But you kind of see what I'm saying. If you pay with Sphere, you're paying annually on it, so you really have to value the extra content that you get with Sphere. You get a whole lot of loops and everything. I'm not really into loops, but you get a ton of loops that comes with it. You get all of the plugins. You get all the Fat Channel plugins, which are okay to me. But you have to really value the content, I think, for Sphere. But what's really good about Sphere is that it's something in it for everyone, I feel. If you're really into loops, you've got the loop library you get. If you're into sounds, you get that. If you're into, if you want to learn Studio One, if you're into getting exclusive content, there's a lot of exclusive videos on there on how to do things. And it's not like, on their YouTube channel, they'll put like, 5-minute tutorials over stuff. These are like 30-minute, hour-long, in-depth tutorials that you can get as a Sphere member. So, and your other question was the Atom SQ. I do not have an Atom SQ, and honestly, after looking at it, I don't want one. I really don't. Maybe I have to. I don't understand what it is. I mean, if you can use it as a keyboard, but it doesn't have like actual piano keys. It's weird to me. I don't know. So, when I first saw it, I was like, "Ooh, what is that?" But then the more I saw it, I was like, "I don't know what I would do with that." I mean, I have a MIDI keyboard, so I don't know what. It's a weird product to me, but again, I don't know what it really does. I really need to see some. I really need to watch some videos to really figure out what it can do and what it does. But my initial impressions of it, it wasn't something that I wanted. I'll say. I'll jump back over to the browser here. Steve, you say Audient ID 44. So let me look up what that is. That is, sounds like a 4 in and 4 out. I kind of know what it is. I know it's the desktop one. Yeah. Well, what we got going on here? Oh, nice. You got 2 sets of ADAT back there. Okay. So the reason I was asking what interface that you had is because with the Quantum, you can how do I put this? So I have a Quantum 4848 and I have the Quantum. I connect them together by Thunderbolt. And that way I can combine the IO of both of them without having to use ADAT, which if you're familiar with using ADAT will do 44.1 and 48K for the full 8 channels. But if you step up to 88.2 or you step up to 96K, you cut that in half, and then you can only use 4 channels. So I don't know what sample rate you typically record on, but that's one thing to keep in mind with ADAT. But yeah, the 2626, it has ADAT on there. So man, that's a good. I don't know if you can. I don't know if it works if you ADAT to it. It might be set up to where you can connect ADAT. You can connect something else to it by ADAT, if that makes sense. If you can use it as the master interface, I would say, and ADAT something else to it. I don't know if you can use it as a in the sense that you're wanting to use it for. I hate that DP88 got discontinued. That's kind of crazy because there's really not that many products that does 8 channels like that. Let me look at what else. You said you typically do 48. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you still be able to do 8 channels that way. I mean, it's just something to note. Your alternatives. You said the Claret Octopre. Let me see what that is. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so off top, one thing I'm noticing with this. Okay, so we got some inserts. That's wait a minute. Why is there two? One, two. Can I zoom in on that? Let me see. That's not letting me zoom. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Insert 1 and 2, and then okay. The first thing I'm noticing with this one is you have a D sub connection for your line outputs. That D sub cable off top is going to cost you probably $70 to $100 for that cable. So whatever your what's the price on this? $6.99. So you're definitely going to have to add more to that to get the D sub cable to connect your line outputs. So that's I don't know why they did that. It looked like they used a lot of space putting these inserts on here. You do have word clock in and out. That's good. Let's see. Okay, you can set your sync from the front. Your ADAT line. Okay. Okay, this is another thing that worth noting on this one, and I understand that they do this to bring the price down, but you see Phantom Power 1 through 4, Phantom Power 5 through 8. You cannot set Phantom Power individually for each channel, so that kind of sucks. I'm really curious, like how much more would it be if you gave us individual phantom power for each channel? So what are you looking to do with these additional 8 inputs? You looking to track drums, or just trying to get some more pre's in your setup? What are you doing? And that other one you said was Arturia 8 pre. Arturia, so we got. These rack ears look a little funky. I guess they're trying to be different, but I don't know, it looks weird to me. Okay. So you can see how this one has the line outputs. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I seeing 6? Oh, they're counting. Okay, left and right. They're counting the first 2, I guess, as 1 and 2. Hold on. Oh, no, the 1 and 2 are on the far right. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so there's the 8. So yeah, you got your line outputs on the back with this one. Okay. Got some inserts on here. Inputs 1 and 2. And I think I saw some on the front too. Yeah, so you got 2. After looking at these, I'm kind of leaning towards this one. But let me see. You said you can use it for more stereo synth inputs mostly, and possibly start using some outboard part. Okay. So with that being said, with this one, I like that it has mic pre's on the front because you can easily just patch into that. Like if you, I don't know, was trying out something, if you were trying out a synth or trying out, some gear or something, you can patch into the front. Well, I take that back. You still have to go around back for the outputs if you're doing like some gear, but like for some synths or something, like you can patch that right into the front without having to go around back. So that's nice. I don't. The only thing that I really don't know. I'm not saying I don't trust Arturia, but I don't know them to make interfaces. So this is kind of. Do they make any other? But I don't know why more people don't make 8-channel ADAT boxes because a lot of people have ADAT on your interfaces, and then when you go to use those extra channels, there's just not that many products available. Oh, I didn't see. It says USB interface. USB. So that looks like USB 3. No, USB 2. Okay, yeah, USB C. That's what I meant. Yeah, USB C. USB 2 compatible. And what else? Let's see. What do you get with this? Okay. Oh God, what are these preamp emulations? Analog Lab Lite is nice. That comes with the Persona Studio bundle. That's another thing I look at too when I'm getting stuff like, what else are you going to give me for getting this product? And I'm curious how good these preamp. I really don't. I don't want to completely knock it until I try it, I guess. But these software emulation of preamps, I don't know. I'm really haven't been crazy about them. Let me see what else R2. I really don't know them to make interfaces. But that's not saying it's not a good product. It's just not. I know them to make virtual instruments and keyboards and stuff like that. You gotta. Okay. I'm curious about the reviews too. What are people saying about it, and if they're actually legit reviews. Interface has the highest gain level. Okay. Okay, here we go. I generally read the bad reviews when I'm looking at something, and I didn't see this 2-star one down here because I was about to say how is it a 4-star and we've got 2.5 and a 4.5. Let's see what he says. It was hyped so much on this launch tested as He's just saying he doesn't like the preamps in it. Okay. Well, and that one is 100 more than the and the other good thing about this too is that I'm assuming that you've researched this to know that you can use it as a standalone 8-channel preamp, but because it is an interface, if something ever happens to your audience interface, you have another interface here. So that's a good thing. Like we just talked about on my podcast, the Faders Up podcast, the importance of having a backup interface just in case. Because if your interface goes down, you're screwed. Because I've got a problem with my PreSonus Quantum right now, and I'll be sending it off to PreSonus to get fixed. I don't know, sometime soon. I mean, it's not broken to where I can't use it. I just get like noise, like white noise or like static coming in on channels 5 and on inputs 5 and 6, which I had a power surge, and it started happening after that. But I found out that plugging something into it fixes it. So I've just taken like headphone adapters and plugged them into the inputs, so I don't get the noise anymore. But I'm gonna eventually have to. I'm gonna go ahead and send it back to get fixed, because even though I can still use it, I don't want something to come up to where I need to use those inputs and I'm not able to use them. So, but in the meantime, while I send it back, if I don't have a backup interface, I'm screwed. So, I did end up getting a Audient Evo 8 that I'll be reviewing soon, because I also had a gig that I had to do mobilely, so I needed a mobile interface and I didn't have one. So it's always good to have a backup interface. So uh, I don't know. Out of those three options, I think I would lean towards this Arturia, because you can use it as an interface. You don't have to buy a separate D sub for the line outs on the back. Um, Now, what that negative review was saying about the preamps, I don't think the preamps are that bad. Like, I haven't heard any interface pre's. I haven't heard any that's been terrible. I'll say they're all okay to me. But if you're worried about the sound of the preamps, I probably would go Focusrite, just because Focusrite has a stronger history of building pre's. So if that's your main thing, is the sound of the pre's, I'd probably go Focusrite. It's pros to cons to both of this, because I don't like on the Focusrite that you can only do phantom power, that you can do four at a time with phantom power. But for the way that you said you're going to use it, you don't need phantom power to use a synth, so that likely wouldn't be a problem for you. And I think you said you're going to patch in gear too. You don't need phantom power for that either, so that shouldn't be a problem. And I'm just double checking. Yeah, see this one, you've got phantom power for each individual channel. So now wait a minute. This says stackable with ADAT out. We did see ADAT in as well, right? Yeah. Okay. So I guess they're just saying if you get two of these, you can put them together. All right. Let's see what else you're saying here. Use inputs on the front, override the back inputs. Yeah. Use mostly for line rather than pre's. Okay, so yeah, in that case, you probably want to look at the Arturia then. There was one, I don't know if they still make it. It's one, because when I was looking for an 8-channel at one time, and what is this called? Opto something. They do still make it. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at this at one time, but I don't know. Tube Opto 8. Now that I think about it, let's see, if you did something like this, I don't know. I'm curious to how this would sound, because you're talking about tubes, and I kind of doubt that there's 8 tubes in here, because that sounds like a lot, especially for something that's under $500. I'm surprised they still make this, but let's see what's on the back. In and out, word clock. Okay, you got word clock, you got in and out. Everything is a pretty clean back. Just straight 8 channels, straight 8 channels. Okay. What is that button? It's like that's. Oh, it's your plus 48. Not plus 48. Plus 4 dB minus 10 dB. Yeah, I don't know about this one, but this is just something I was looking at for 8 channels at one time. I think when it first came, this has been out for a while. It doesn't seem like too many people's bought it. It's only got 6 reviews. But yeah, I would probably look at that Arturia. You say only one tube? Yeah, I wouldn't. If I bought something like this, I would want one tube. I would want a tube per channel, not just one. Not running 8 channels into one tube. What is this? Channels 1. Yep, you got the same thing here. Channels 1 through 4 with phantom power and 5 through 8. So yeah, you definitely got to pay a little more to get individual phantom power. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, welcome on that. Let's see. Um, Before I forget, I do want to point this one out as far as Black Friday deals. This was on their front page. I don't know why the heck they took it off, but the 500 series modules for Tone Lux are on sale right now, and I forgot how long they said it was gonna. I can't click on this. Oh, okay. Preamp. Let's start there. But all three, the preamp, the compressor, and the EQ, are all $375, which is a really good price for some 500 series gear. I have the preamp of this. I picked it up off Craigslist. I got it off Craigslist for somebody for like $300 recently, and I really like it. It's actually what I'm talking to you right now on is through the Tone Lux Pre. I've been using it to do my YouTube videos, and I've been wanting to take it down to the studio and really see what it can do. Try it out on some vocals and guitar and stuff like that. But I don't know at this price. Like I'm tempted to get one of these for this price. Either another Pre. I really don't need any of them, honestly. EQ, and I really don't need another 500 series EQ. And the what I'm really looking at is the compressor, but the compressor has a lot of features, but it's also a lot going on. And I tend to, I don't know, just kind of not want stuff that has a lot going on. I like to be able to get in, get my settings, and get out, get stuff dialed in quickly. But with the other compressors I can dial them in quickly. So I don't know, maybe this will be something that's worth getting that I do have to take some time to dial in that may be worth it. I don't know. But just wanted to put y'all up. I don't know, many people don't know about this one because I only really saw it advertised on their Instagram page, and it was on the front of the site. I don't know why the heck they don't have their sale on the front of their site, but I don't know, whatever. And actually keeping with hardware, Sweetwater, let's see. And they did this last year, but Lawton Audio has a sale on their mics. I think something like 20% off or something like that. But I've been really wanting to try this Atlantis mic, which is $1,300 is a good price for it. I really don't need any more. I'm happy with the mic collection I have right now. I have this one, the LA 320, and this is what, $479. I think this one went up in price. I think this used to be $499 regular price. LA 220. It's their flagship one here. I think that's what, 300 off. The Clarion, I almost bought one of these mics, but I ended up getting a Mictech C7 instead, which is a large diaphragm FET mic. I don't know what this LS308. I really haven't paid attention to that they've made, but yeah, if you're in the market for a new mic, these are some good deals. And Lawton Audio makes great sounding mics as well. I don't know, maybe one day I'll pick up this Atlantis, but they typically do a couple sales a year, generally summertime, and then what we've got here. Snipe, you say check out Warm Audio's sale. Okay, yeah, let's see what they got. I don't think Mojave has a sale going right now. They normally do a summer sale. Let me just new. They do not. Okay. Let's see what Warm Audio has. Warm Audio is another company that does that generally has end of the year sales as well. I know they had one last year. I have not used any of warm audio mics before. 47. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I have heard their 1073 pre's before, and they sounded better than I thought they would sound. They're not what I'd call the best clone for a Neve out there. In my opinion, the UK sound, not UK sound, BAE, and the UK sound does sound good, but they're we'll get into that in a second. Do they have WA12? So some of their stuff is on sale here. Not as much as I want to say maybe from last year. This new, well, it's not a new pre, but this looks really slick in this black. I really like this black versus that orange. This black just looks more professional to me than that orange color that they had. That's a good for the WA12. It's 4 channels for $9.99. That's good. I don't see. Yeah, last year I think the Pool Tech was on sale, and I think the LA2A was on sale last year too. Yeah, so those aren't on sale this year. So, it's kind of interesting. But I do. Speaking of this WA12, I do want to. And I'm curious how this sounds. There's a cool thing about this. I think you can take the op amp out of it and replace it with another op amp, which is kind of nerdy, kind of cool. I don't really know how much that'll really change the sound. Like, if it takes me 15 minutes to get in there and swap the op amp out and screw everything back in and plug it back up, like how much of a difference am I really going to hear? Speaking of that Neve, wait a minute. So this is the 2-channel preamp. Where is the one with the EQ is not on sale. Okay. It's interesting because I swear all of this is. I know the LA2A and the Pultec was on sale, and I think this one was on sale too as well last year. The UK sound. Let me see if the UK sound stuff is on sale. No, it's not. Okay. So, where I don't. Oh, okay, this one, yeah. So I've used this in another studio, and the pre on this sounds good. Compressor as well. I just don't like that there's no markings around. There's no markings around the knobs. So it kind of makes it hard to repeat your settings, but this does sound good. What I was going to say about the UK sound stuff, they don't have the 500 series on here anymore? Let's look at the EQ. Yeah, see, what I'm seeing here is kind of the same thing with the 500 series that I saw. Is just these buttons just look a little loose. I don't know. That kind of turns me off on that. I think I saw the 500 series on Zenpro. I might have to just type it in. Yeah, there it is. So just to show y'all what I'm talking about. These buttons just look a little loose to me. Like the space is too big for them. I don't know. Like if I get to pushing them and they're kind of loose and fidgety, I'm not gonna like that at all. But I'd be curious to check them out. It's a kind of a crazy price, $550 for that, especially with something that's coming from essentially from BAE. I know this is their more affordable line. Let's see. We talked about sound toys. Let's look at McDSP. So, anybody, do y'all use McDSP plugins? I've got some of their plugins. I don't use them as much as I used to when I first got them, but I still think that McDSP is relevant. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Channel strip. Okay. So you gotta look at the native price here, $50. Yeah, I demoed this Ultimate Channel strip. I didn't end up picking it up, but it's cool that you can switch your modules in and out on it. I would have liked. I couldn't find a manual on it, which was kind of weird, but um, you've got 10 different EQs, 10 different compressors. I would have liked a manual that kind of gave some backstory on what each one emulates or is supposed to sound like. That would have been nice. Compressor bank 49, 29. Yeah, I've got the retro bundle. And I've got the ultimate compressor. Those are 29. Retro. So I wonder how much they're selling the bundle for. I'll look in just a second. Active EQ. This is the dynamic EQ I was saying that I used to use before getting the Waves F6. Wait a minute. Why is there E400? I think that's the one I have. So what is this? Oh, this is just one with more bands. Okay. Filter bank. Got that. Okay, they still want 79 for the mastering limiter. Noise. This is the one I want right here. This EC300 Echo Collection. It's 79. I feel like I can get it for 49. I don't know. Maybe I don't just need it, so I don't know. Well, I'm gonna hold out on it and see what it goes down to. Analog channel. I used to use that a lot. 40. I've got the de-esser here. It's a 29. Okay, this is a really good de-esser here. Fuzz box is really cool too. Bundles. All right, let's see what we got. Retro pack. That's a good deal. $49 for the retro pack. So that's retro EQ, retro limiter, and retro compressor. Yeah, so you get 3 plugins for 49. That's a good deal. That's good. Well, it's back to those bundles. Emerald, classic pack, which I think is analog channel, compressor bank, filter bank. No. Classic pack. It's 99. What the? Why is it not taking me to the landing page for it? Goodness. Okay, well. Let's see if I can see what's in that bundle. Bundles. It's gonna make me go here. Oh, I just gotta click on it. Okay. Analog channel, compressor bank, filter bank, which is the EQ. What is MC? I think that's a compressor. MC, yeah, multiband compressor. Okay. This is another bundle from them I got. That's a pretty good bundle for $100. That brings it down to what, $25 to plug in on that one. All right. So that's what Mcdsp has going on. What is this? Oh, we went through Isotope. Mixed bus. Meant to talk about this. I picked this up last week for $19. I was like, I'll try it for $19. What is this? Does Mixbus have built-in plug? Oh, it's just frequently asked questions. Okay. Yeah. So Mixbus, $19. I mean, I was like, why not? I'll try it. I actually wanted to try this years ago, but they didn't have a demo, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy something that I can't demo. But for $19, I mean, that's an impulse buy. I went ahead and got it. It's been pretty cool so far. I'm gonna try to learn it some more, but it's been very easy for me to pick up and grasp so far. It's really just I've got to get control of some of the key commands to do certain things. Because like it has an editor and it has a mixer like Pro Tools. You can toggle back and forth. I got to find out what the key command is for that. But you know, for example, like I was saying with Studio One, when I first got Studio One, and I'm looking for things, I could easily find it. And yeah, Mixbus has been pretty cool to mess with so far. I can easily find stuff. Let me see, do I have anything else on the list here? Or y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? Any other companies, deals, or anything? I'm gonna pull up the list I had and see. Let me see. Let me start to mark some of these off here. So we did waves, and we did Mcdsp. We did Isotope. We did Tone Lux. We didn't do Loop Cloud, so let's see. I thought I had Loop Cloud. Yeah, I do have Loop Cloud pulled up here. So this is a deal that Loop Cloud is running, and I'm gonna do a video promoting this soon. But for Black Friday, they have for 3 months of Loop Cloud, and you also get the Bassmaster plugin for free. So that's pretty crazy. Because even after the 3 months, if you don't continue with the subscription, you still get to keep the Bassmasters plugin, from what I understand. So it's a couple ways you could look at this. You're getting 3 months, and you're getting Bassmaster for free, or you could look at it as you're paying $3 and getting Bassmaster, which is a bass plugin from Loop Cloud. It does in all kind of bass sounds. It's basically a virtual instrument for bass. And so yeah, definitely I'm gonna do a video promoting this soon. This is I think this is a really good deal. And let's see plans. It says I think you get the artist with this. So I'm gonna see how much that is anyway. $7.99 a month. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I use Loop Cloud a lot. I've been getting back into making beats for the fun of it, and I've been getting used to grabbing loops and chopping them up and tweaking them and doing different things just to switch it up. I've got SoftTube on here. Didn't look at SoftTube. They haven't really impressed me yet. I don't know if they're waiting for Black Friday. I don't know. Up to Black Week is on. I mean, the stuff that they had tape last week for like $39. That was really good. Coming soon. Yeah, it's like I guess they're gonna make us wait for Black Friday to really come with something here, but this Chandler compressor is so expensive for a plug-in. $199. Man. Yeah, see, these are just sales they have right now, so yeah, I guess we'll have to just come back and check Black Friday to really see what they have going on. Do they still have? tape. Let's see. Oh, did I miss it? Parallels. I want parallel. I want to check out parallels, but I want to pay less than 99. I think the cheapest I've seen it was 69. So if it comes back down to 69, I'll probably grab it. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess that's just what they have on sale down there. So it's coming soon. So yeah, I guess they're gonna do something on Black Friday, and they're not getting out ahead of it like everybody else. We did Loop Cloud. We did Lawton Audio. We did Sound Toys. So the last one I have on here is Fab Filter. They've got a sale going on. I do not have any of the Fab Filter stuff. I hear a lot about it, but it's just, at this point, really, it's more expensive than what I want to pay for some more plugins that do what I can already do. Like, I mean, I say that to say like the Pro EQ. I've got a bunch of EQ plugins, so I thought they had a. Where is their? I'm gonna have to click buy just to get the sales price, but I could swear they got a sale going on. Okay. Well, none of this says sale. Let me know if y'all use Fab Filter. I know it's really popular. If they had it for the right price, I would get into it. I thought there was a sale on this. Let me see if Sweetwater shows a price drop. This okay, so 179 here, but it's 199 on their site. It's a couple price drops here. But yeah, but like, almost $200 for an EQ. I'm like, no, I don't know about that. That's just a hard sale when I can get an EQ from Waves for $29. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Steven, you say what 500 series racks do I recommend? Let's look at them. So with 500 series racks, I have always. Oh, that's not what I meant to put. Chassis. Here we go. Take a look at what's available. The Rupert Neve one I heard is really good. I haven't used it. I think it's 8 slots. No, that's 6. 6 slots. I've heard the Rupert Neve one, but and they got a 10 slot. I heard the Rupert Neve one is really good. I like to use the API ones because API created the 500 series, so I figure that they have to do a good job with a 500 series rack. I am skeptical of the really cheap racks. I know kind of the problem with a lot of those can be that it'll add noise, or you'll get noise with them. So I'm kind of, if the rack is too cheap, I'm a little skeptical of that. But let's go through these, and it kind of comes down to, at least for me, that what I know of the company and what that company's reputation is in a way. Craig, you say you like Saturn too. I think that's a Distortion one. Do I still have? I don't know if I still have Fab Filter up. I think that's the Distortion, if I'm not mistaken. And if that is the Distortion, let me know, did you get that on sale or did you pay full price for it? Because I don't know, at this point, or no, I won't say at this point, I can't see paying full price for a plug-in because all plug-ins go on sale. But I'm just curious. Saturn. Well, I know it's right in front of my face. Okay, well, maybe not. Here we go. Multi-band distortion. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Interesting. What is that? 154. Okay. Oh yeah, back to these the 500 series racks. So, uh, Craneborn. I reviewed their Camden Pre. I would think that this would be a good one. I think this one is also a USB interface at the same time as well. Now, Steve, are you looking for? Are you curious about one that you can like that's like portable that you can move around, or one that you can rack like this uh, Rupert Neve 10 slot one that you can rack? Craig say on sale. Good. I would not pay full price for a plug-in. Um, I really don't know anything about Fredenstein. They've got some. They've got some. I hate to use the word cheap. So we'll just say affordable. They have some affordable 500 series preamps. It's like $200 or something like that. 200, 250 was pretty crazy. I'm curious how good those are. Radial, really haven't heard much about theirs. The Lindale one, I don't know about that. I've heard of some build quality issues with Lindale. And I want to say I heard of someone getting one of their racks and they couldn't get the 500 series to fit in there, or they wouldn't fit cleanly, or something like that. The West Audio one is cool. So this, click into this. So if y'all aren't familiar with the West Audio racks, so any of the West Audio gear that's got this USB at the bottom, you can control West Audio's gear, or some of it. Most of their 500, I think all of their 500 series, you can control the gear. You can control the hardware with a plug-in. It comes with a plug-in. You can control it. So you have hardware that you can control with software. In order to do that, you can either connect a USB cable from the front of the unit to your computer, which I feel would be a little sloppy, but not sloppy, but just kind of an eyesore. I wouldn't want to look at that cable sticking out all the time. Or you can get their rack, like you see here, and you're gonna show me the back of it. Well, whatever. On the back of it, you can USB to your computer, so you can use this. Golly, you can use this in the rack and control it. So I'm actually thinking of getting this compressor because I really like the idea of being able to control the hardware with the software. I can use it on multiple mixes and pull up those exact settings with each mix without having to adjust the hardware. So I really like that. But what's kind of stopping me is I've been using my Chameleon Labs 7721 on Mixbus ever since I got it, and it's been sounding so good that it's like, why change? 21. But back to these racks. I know someone who has a BAE rack and he likes it. But I'll tell you, off the top of my head, as far as what I recommend, API for sure. Rupert Neve, I've heard nothing but good things about the Rupert Neve one. And from other products I have from Rupert Neve Designs, I mean, it's been very high build quality. So I would absolutely trust this rack. And I have a Trident Decadent, which is not sold by Sweetwater. So let's go to theirs. Well, before I jump off this site, let me just see what else is here. Where is it? I just saw something that was stupid cheap. It was like $2.99 for a. Where did I see that? Yeah, this Fredenstein. Yeah, so I would kind of be skeptical of this. 6 slots for $300. Let's see what people are saying. Okay, so both reviews say they haven't experienced any noise issues with it, which is good. Um, mm, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a really good price for one. I don't know. I just really don't know anything about Fredenstein. Doesn't okay? You say it doesn't need to be portable. Okay. I mean, kind of the whole point of 500 series racks for the most part is to be portable, but let's see. I would stay away from something like this. Just because like there's no handle on it. Well, I mean, this may work for you since you say you don't have to be portable, but like I have a 6-slot lunchbox, and I have a 8-slot lunchbox, both API, and then I got the 10-slot Decadent. No, I take that back. I got 2 6-slots APIs. One of them I use for tracking. I take to the studio when I track. It's got my preamps, compressors. Do I have EQ in there? I don't have EQ in there anymore. I've got 4 pre's and 2 compressors in there. And then I've got a lunchbox that I call Mix Bus because it has my smart C1LA in it, and it has my Elysia X filter, and I've got them routed into each other. I got the compressor routed into the EQ. So before the Communion Lab 7721, that's the chain that I was using, the CLA, the C1LA into the X filter, and that was my mix bus. So, but yeah, the fact that this is that a handle or is that feet? What is that? Maybe it does have a handle. Oh, that is a handle. Why is it so small? Is that a handle? I feel like I couldn't even get my finger under that. It looks really small. I'm trying to see, is there another angle? It looks like a really small handle, but this is weird. Why are these slots here? Okay, interesting. But but yeah, Rupert Neve API, and I probably say West Audio. I would recommend that. I haven't used the West Audio or Rupert Neve, but but let me show you this Decadent. Let's see, Trident Audio. I don't know. They had a sale last year. Maybe they're waiting for Black Friday too. But Rat Gear. No, where is it? I hope they didn't discontinue it. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's out of stock. So this is the one that I have that's racked for me. It's crazy seeing it for $800 because I paid $399 for it. I got it when it first came out, and they had a I don't even remember 800 being the regular price. I thought it was like 6. But yeah, they had a sale or a special or whatever where it was like $399. So I grabbed it. This has been really good for me. I haven't had any noise issues or anything like that. It's got an external power supply, and what I really like about it, see if we can zoom in on this, is that it has pretty much all the connections that you want. So it's got XLR on the outputs. The inputs can be 1/4 inch or XLR. You can, what's the word? You can link channels with it, and you can also, I'm drawing a blank on the word, but you can feed like channel 1 into channel 2, and you can chain your modules that way. And you also have D-sub connections here on the bottom, so that's good for the first 8, which is how I have mine hooked up. I have this connected by D-sub to my Quantum 4848. So I recommend this one as well, because if we look at something like the Rupert Neve one, even their 10 slot might. I think one of these didn't have something. Now this has D sub on it. I mean, main thing is that the Trident one had more features. Yeah, I see. You can't chain. That's what this doesn't have. Not that I use that feature, but it's just nice to have if you ever need it. So you can't link or chain on this one. Let's take a look at the 10 slot. So when I was looking for a rack, that's something I definitely was looking at. Okay, here we go. This is what I was remembering. This does not have D sub on it. It's just a straight 10 XLR or quarter inch. But I mean, the D sub connections are going to be expensive, but also buying 8 or 10 XLR cables for in and out is going to be expensive as well. It can get expensive. So that's one thing to note there. Yeah, definitely check out the connections on the back, whatever rack that you're looking for. You say the Cranborn looks great, but beyond the price I want to pay. I think they have one. Yeah, that's 1,700, but this is a lot more than just a 500 series rack. It's a USB interface. I think it's a headphone mixer. You got talk back on here. Like, this is doing a lot. So this is more than just a standard. I think you can do summing or something on here too. It's pretty wild. But I think they have just a straight. What is this? Let me look up. Oh no, they don't. Okay. Well, I thought that they had just a standard one, but let me see what this is. This still has your. Yeah, this is doing a lot too. Like, this isn't just a standard 500 series rack, so that's the reason. And look, this one has ADAT on it, so that's pretty crazy. You can load these up with modules and then ADAT them right into your interface. What we got going on here? Yeah, this is some advanced stuff here. And it's got word clock on it. Okay. I'm curious as to why it has two sets of ADAT controls, unless, um, like I said, if you use a higher sample rate, you can't use as many channels. Maybe that's why. I don't know what these Ethernet connections are for. Uh, hmm. But yeah, that's the reason for the price on that one. But no, I agree. That is expensive for a 500 series rack, because hell, you still got to buy the modules to go in it. Like I say, S-Mux. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Craneborn 500 would almost kill two birds. Yeah, I was just thinking that when I saw the ADAT on there. But that, man, if I paid 1,700 for a 500 series rack, like, I don't know, they'd have to throw in one of these Candom Pre's in there as well, because that is expensive for a that's expensive for a 500 series rack. All right, I think I got knocked everything off my list that I had down as far as deals. Yep, Fab Filter was the last one on there. Anybody's got any questions or anything you want to discuss real quick before we wrap this up? Oh, I got another one I can think of that's on Sweetwater that's kind of worth mentioning, I guess. Might as well. It's the West Audio. this very mute compressor they've got on sale, which is $250 off the normal price. I kind of want a very mute compressor, but I don't know. This isn't the one that I'm really looking at. I'm really looking at the either the Locomotive or the what's the other one I was looking at? Audioscape. The V Comp, I think, is the very mute that they make that I was kind of looking at. Black Friday sales. Cause see, this is there's nothing to point out with Sweetwater. Uh, 0 interest for 48 months. That's pretty crazy. I never believed in financing gear. I would just save up till I had the money, but no interest for 48 months is kind of crazy. I'm just gonna take a quick look under here while I'm waiting to see if y'all have any other questions or anything. Actually, let's just filter this to recording. Okay. $10 off of SM57. I mean, I guess. Sweetwater normally has SM57 and SM58 for $57 and $58 during Gear Fest. So that's one thing to point out there. Oh, the SSL interface is coming with Xcomp and FlexVerb. So that's a good deal because SSL plugins are expensive. Like you have to catch those on sale for real. As they're, I mean, I think at their regular price are like 100 something or even two. They're pricey for plugins for sure. Let's see. Yeah, nothing's really catching me here. We've already looked at the lot and audio stuff. Let's see. SSL. It's a nice little discount on that. This is interesting. So if you get the Bax EQ, you get the plug-in for like I don't know why would I want the plug-in if I buy the hardware. I don't know. That's a little weird. I have the plug-in. I was actually looking at the hardware at one time until wait a minute, 2,600. I thought this used to be under 2,000. Maybe it had a price increase. Only reason I really didn't get this is because it's I don't know, for that much money. This EQ is what's the word? It doesn't do enough for me. I guess I would say. I mean, it's good for bumping, bumping a shelf here and there, but I don't know. I would want more flexibility with an EQ of that price. Channel, okay. Jesus Christ, 3,500 for a Prism. I didn't know Sweetwater sold Prism. Whew. Okay, got some drum mics, hard drives. Yeah, not really too impressed with anything here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I didn't see this recently. Like, we've got a price drop on Phoenix Audio stuff. Let me check that out real quick. And then I see I got some stuff going on in the comments. Let me see. I've been really curious about Phoenix Audio. Oh, not everything has a price drop, just... Okay, so the 500 series pre has a price drop. 36 months, no interest. The new EQ. What is this? Channel strip. I don't even know what this is. Line in. This is an EQ? Tilt EQ? Okay. Yeah, I've been really curious about the Phoenix Audio preamps. So I don't know. That 629 isn't enough. This isn't a price break enough to make me really jump on this though. Cause I think I can get this used for like $475. I think, like if I really want one. But this is one of those things I'm just curious about. Like I don't need any more mic pre's at this point. All right, let's see what y'all talking about. Craig, you say, what did you think about TC Electronic Brick Wall Mastering Desktop Controller? I've not heard of that. A master and dynamic processing desktop controller and plugin software. It's not on sale, but what do you think? I've not heard of that. Let me try to look that up. I don't know if Sweetwater, they do. Looks like they do. Okay, it's like they mostly make pedals. Master, let's try that. Okay, I think is this it? XHDDT. Oh, okay, this is something that's new. What is the, wait a minute. Oh, multibands dynamics. And this is a brick wall limiter. Okay, so it's two totally separate products here. You said the brick wall limiter, so let's click on that one. Okay. Soft clip. Mastering limiter. I'm confused off the top because there's no more pictures. I guess I need to, okay, here we go. No, he's not going to give me any. What is, what is this? I mean, I don't see any. Oh, it's control. Okay. Well, where is, if this is the control, is this control for the plugin or is this control for another piece of hardware? Ultra transparent limiting. Employs a workflow, specialized soft clipping. I feel like I'm gonna have to click on this video. Yeah, let me just click on this video. I don't know if the audio is going to come through because, like I said, I haven't finished setting up my OBS, but let's see what we got here. Definitely not about to watch 8 minutes of this, but let's skim through this and see what we can find out. Oh, you say yes for plugins. Okay, looks like controls a plugin. Man, that is weird. I'm trying to think, would I want hands-on control for a plugin? I definitely would want the other way around, plug-in control for hardware. God, and okay, question, does this $198 come with the plugin or am I paying $198 for just the controller? It says brick wall mastering limiter plug-in. Okay, with dedicated hardware interface. Okay, so I guess you get the plug-in too. So, I don't know about this. It's different. Definitely give them that. And who brought this? Is Craig brought this. Yeah, thanks for bringing this up because I'm gonna definitely bring this up on our next episode of our podcast and talk about this and see what everybody else thinks about this. That's interesting. I don't know if I would want. I don't know if I would want a hardware control for the plugin. Huh. I mean, I guess I do like. So the fader port 8 has the what is this? The pan knob. I can hit a button and I can control plugins with that knob. Like whatever my mouse hovers over, it'll control that that parameter. So that's pretty cool. But this, and the other thing I'm thinking about this is it's going to have to sit on my desk, which means it's going to have to take up some space somewhere. And I don't know. I don't have too much room left on my desk. I've got my PreSonus Atom on my right side, and I don't have anything on my left side. But I'm looking at getting one of those small Rolly keyboards. So that's another thing that I would immediately thinking about is that this would take up some space on my desk. But I mean, it doesn't look like it's that big. It's not going to take up that much space. But now I don't see. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to click through this video. I don't see any cables, so I mean, I doubt that it's wireless, but he's unboxing it. Let's see what happens in the unboxing here. While I'm playing this, y'all let me know if you can hear the audio from my browser. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on with this on the left too. If y'all see, there's some other kind of controller there on the left. Okay, I just thought of something else not only is this going to take up some space on my desk, this is also going to jack some USB ports too. Especially if you're using both of these. Now I have to, now I'm taking up 2 USB ports on my computer as well. That's just something up too. Can't hear. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Like I said, I got to finish setting up this OBS, but I'll have that all back together. I'm gonna get back to doing some mixes live on YouTube soon too. Um, yeah, let's finish. Well, I guess watching this since y'all can't hear. Okay, it looks nice. What is this curve? Flat bass air. Okay. Oh, this is for the. I think this is the multiband compression one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about this. The more I think of it, if I had hands-on control of a plugin, I don't know if I would want it. These aren't the processors that I would want to have hands-on control for. Um, a brick wall limiter, and I forgot what the other one was. Was it multi-band compressor? If it was something like a mix bus compressor or something, that would be a little more interesting to me. Yeah, I don't see that other controller he had on the left. I don't see it here at least. Audio loudness. That's a plug-in. Stereo loud. Okay. Now, when thinking of hands-on control makes me think of the console one because this does function like a not the fader one, this one. Did I not click on it? Okay. So yeah, this one, the knobs here, you see you got hands-on control with the EQ, compressor, um something like that. I wouldn't mind having on my desk because this is something I can use on like every channel, every mix. Like that brick wall limiter. Well, one, I wouldn't use that in mixing. Like that's something, be more suited towards mastering, and it would also take me away from my workflow of mastering I have now. So I just have to decide would that be better. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. It's I think it can be cool, but it's the wrong products to me. I wouldn't want a brick wall limiter to use like that, and mm, it's kind of a lot of features as well for a brick wall limiter. Like I don't need my brick wall limiter to do that much. Um, like I consider the limiter in Studio One to be a brick wall limiter. It doesn't have that many features. I don't need that many features on a brick wall limiter. Like I just need threshold, release, maybe some makeup gain and ceiling, and maybe a soft clip feature as well. But that's doing a lot. All right, all right. We can go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I got some mixing I got to get to tonight. I will. I don't know, maybe next weekend, but soon I'll be back doing some mixing live on YouTube. So we'll get back to doing that soon. And I was going to say something else. Oh, also be sure to check out my podcast, the Faders Up podcast. We just wrapped up season 1. We're not doing any new episodes until 2021. We'll be back early 2021 with season 2, but we're taking just taking a little while off. We've been going like a year straight, being pretty consistent, and trying to get this back to me now. So yeah, be sure to check out my podcast. It's a great time to catch up on it now since we're taking a break. I'm gonna have some bonus episodes coming too, which will be fun. I'm gonna take the one bonus episode will be the bloopers that's happened in season 1. I'm gonna make that into a bonus episode, and then I think I'm gonna take the deleted. I guess I'll say deleted scenes. It's not really a scene, but just deleted stuff, a little conversation that I cut out from the episodes that didn't make the episodes. I'm gonna put that all into a bonus episode as well, and got some YouTube content. Like I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna have that Loop Cloud video out soon. I should have the Audient Evo 8. I'm reviewing that. I should have that up soon, and the Chandler TG Opto. I've got that review done, but for whatever reason, YouTube flagged me for copyright for the drums in the review, which the drums are drums that I recorded in the studio. Like they're, nobody owns those drums. I recorded them. So I don't know how they flagged me for copyright for it. So I'm trying to get that sorted out before I release that. And I've got a really cool video coming up that's going to be opto compressor shootout. So I've got the Chandler TG Opto, Warm Audio LA2A, Sebitron Smack, Moog Magnum K compressor, Manley ELOP, Inwards Connection Brute, and the Acme XLA 500. So I think that should be seven opto compressors that I shot out with a female vocal. So I'm working on that too. All right, I thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna try. And also, if y'all want me to mix any of your sessions live on YouTube, you can send them to me. I'll put my email in the description, or if you go to any of my other videos where I've done live, my email is in there as well. It's czar@audiozar.net. You can send me the session. People have sent me stuff with just beats only. I'm doing sessions with vocals. I'm not mixing just beats on YouTube. So if it's a session with vocals and everything and you want me to mix it live, you can send it to me. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll be back soon.